Hello, good evening. Welcome to the new session of the Primate Pro. Today is the last lecture of the human reproduction. Today we will continue with this chapter and we will cover the topics, the changes after the implantation and the delivery of the baby. So, do not waste the time. Let's start with the chapter. The changes after implantation is the topic. Changes after implantation. So, what I have said, the implantation generally occurs after 7 days of the fertilization, within the 7 days of the fertilization, basically. And it generally happens with a bit of implantation bleeding. Okay. Now, what happens? See, this is the embryo or the fetus. This is the embryo or the fetus. Embryo. Now what happens? And this is a mother. So what happens? The embryo finger-like projections appear on the trophoblast called chorionic villi. And this is called the uterine tissue. Okay, so this is the uterine tissue and this is the chorionic villi. Now what happens? See, these are interdigitate to form. Now the functions. The placenta. The structural and functional unit. Between embryo and fetus. Okay. Now the supply of oxygen and nutrients to the embryo. Okay. So here comes the removal of CO2 and excretory waste materials produced by the embryo. So it also acts as a endocrine tissue. It also acts as a endocrine tissue. Okay. So what do we see? The HCG. It is a hormone generally seen in the pregnancy. It is human chorionic gonadotropin. And the HPL, that is the human placental lactogen. Okay. These two are produced only during pregnancy. Relaxin, see, this is asked in NEET. Okay, relaxin also secreted by ovary in the later phase of pregnancy. Relaxin, estrogen, progesterones, cortisol, prolactin, thyroxine. So from progesterone to thyroxine, it increase several folds during pregnancy. And it is essential for supporting fetal growth, metabolic changes in mother, maintenance of pregnancy, so placenta is now connected. Placenta is connected to the embryo through an umbilical cord, which helps in the transport of substances to and from the embryo. Okay, now what is the gestation period? What is the gestation period? Now give the topic. The gestation period, or the period of the pregnancy. So average duration of pregnancy for dog, it is 63 days. Cat, it is 63 days. Elephant, it is 18 to 22 months. Human, 9 months. Now let us discuss the major events. During gestation period, of humans. So we have broke the pregnancy period into 3 trimesters. So each trimester carries 3 months. So the first trimester, that is the month, and now it's week. So first trimester, in the first month, and that is of 4 weeks, what happens? The heart event. The heart is formed. The sign of growing fetus. Noticed by listening to the heart sounds through stethoscope. Okay. Now, in the second month, that is on 8th week, fetus develop limbs and digit. That is the fingers. Okay. On the third month, that is end of the first trimester, that is on the 12 weeks, but said most major organs systems are formed, including external genital organs. Now, in the case of the second trimester, that is on the 5th week, basically, this is the first trimester. On the 5th week, month, it is 20. Okay, on the 5th week, first movement of the fetus, appearance of hair on head. 6. Body is covered with fine hair. Eyelids separated. And the eyelashes are formed. And in the third trimester, that is 9 and on 36th week, fetus is fully developed and is ready to deliver. So these are the events. This is the most major important events in the case of the pregnancy. There are more complicated events. There are more small events. It's parts of the gynecology and obstetrics, which you will study in MBBS or in the later in the post-graduation life also. These are the most basic and simple flowchart of the pregnancy. Okay. Now we come to the parturition. What do you mean by the parturition? Parturition is a mechanism or the process by which we deliver the baby. Okay. Parturition. So now comes to the parturition. So parturition. This is the last topic of this chapter. Okay. So now it is defined as delivery of the fetus. Signals for parturition originate from fully developed fetus and placenta. And it lead to mild uterine contractions. It is called fetal ejection reflex. It triggers release of oxytocin from the posterior pituitary of mother. This is positive feedback loop. And it causes strong uterine contractions. It's leading to expulsion of baby through birth canal or parturition. And it is followed by expulsion of placenta. Okay. Basically, take it as a note. Oxytocin is synthesized by the source gland. It is called hypothalamus, but is released from neurohypophysis. Okay, so I think everybody has got a clear view of the process of the parturition, that is the delivery. Now, in case of the mammary gland and lactation, we see the glandular tissue. It has 15 to 20 mammary lobes. Mammary lobe contains mammary alveolus. It is a cluster of cells. Mammary alveolus are the cluster of cells. This has a secretion and store milk in their lumen. It opens into mammary tubules. Into mammary duct. Many join to form mammary ampulla. It is connected to lactiferous duct. Through which the milk is sucked out. Okay, so now the mammary glands undergo differentiation, basically differentiation during pregnancy, and it secretes milk after the childbirth that helps mother in feeding the newborn. and this process is called lactation. Milk produced during initial days of lactation is called colostrum, which contains several antibodies absolutely essential to develop resistance for the newborn babies. Now the breastfeeding during the initial period of infant growth is recommended by doctors for bringing up a healthy baby. So up to this we can end up this chapter. So the chapter has been concluded. Please go through all the videos of this chapter and do read the NCERT, because pictures are given from the NCERT. And what I will say that no further question can be asked from this chapter outside of these videos. I can assure you that after the exam you can also make me a comment in the comment box. So till then, all the best for your exams, and hope we will meet in the next video very soon. So take a deep breath and get on to it. So please share, like and subscribe this channel, and all the best and good night.